Hi there. My name is Jerry J. Bobb, and I'm with Taters. Taters is a restaurant located in Scott, Louisiana. We specialize in handcrafted gourmet stuffed baked potatoes, wraps, salads, sandwiches, soups, smash burgers, all the good stuff. Um, let's see, but the services that we offer, I suppose, is of course making food. But I like to look at myself as maybe like a for-profit that has like the heart and soul of a nonprofit because I'm involved in the community with organizations like Special Olympics and the Buddy Walk and different things to get myself involved so that we're not just a business that it exists. We're actually a business that's involved. And so 9 times out of 10, you could probably find me personally involved, getting my hands dirty, helping out, trying to make sure that we're not just one of those businesses that are sitting around, but we're actually involved in the community that we serve. Um, Origins. I'll say, I feel like I'm a superhero, but when we say origins, I guess it all started off in my mom and my grandmother's kitchen when I was a little kid. I loved experimenting with different flavors, different seasonings. And although, there were some points where my grandmother told me that I'd be a chef, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to be a chef. But lo and behold, all these years later, I'm a restaurant owner, I'm a chef, I'm a culinary artist, all the good stuff that stemmed from my grandmother's kitchen. Um, Involvement, like we spoke about community involvement. At any point in time, if you follow me, at my Facebook page, at Super Taters, you can probably find me being involved with the organizations that I mentioned, like Special Olympics, Down Syndrome Association of Acadiana, and their Buddy Walk. As a matter of fact, you can probably find me on Halloween, as a matter of fact, on that Saturday, participating in the Buddy Walk with my buddies. Um, Along with being a culinary artist and a chef, I'm actually a businessman and I'm actually an author. My platform these days is encouraging kids and adults to believe in themselves. As a matter of fact, I'll let you see one of my books. It's called Overcoming Adversity. So basically, I've been able to take some of the challenges that I've had in my life and turn them into a book, my real life story. And my objective is to encourage others to believe in their own superpowers, which is the self confidence and believing in themselves. My future goals, I would say I'm living them as we speak. I've been able to be, a successful restaurant owner. I opened in 2014, and so that's 12 years that I've been open. And so, along with taking my experiences and writing a book, I'm actually on a tour as we speak, promoting my Believe in Yourself book and also my memoir, Still Cooking. Let's see, expansion. I like because of my insistence on quality, I actually like having one location. So I don't anticipate having any more restaurants. But through my authorship and through my other endeavors, I'm able to travel the state and travel the country, promoting my books and also promoting my business and doing other things that help the betterment of mankind. Let's see. If you want to keep up with me, the best way to keep up with me is probably on Instagram, super taters underscore or super underscore taters, or you can find me at super taters on Facebook. Thank you.
All right. Just a few questions for
Mhm.
you. So tell us again, where is this restaurant?
My restaurant is in Scott, Louisiana, next to Piggly Wiggly, as a matter of fact. So pretty easy to find. We're behind Community Bank. We're in the shopping center, right off of Westgate. So if you're coming into Scott and you know where that intersection is, where Westgate and Cameron meets, we're in that shopping center with the Piggly Wiggly grocery store.
What can people expect to see on the menu when they go to your restaurant? Just what are some of the favorites? What are the things that people order the most? Your fan favorites, so to speak.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I've got my restaurant is actually one of a kind. right? Uh, I mean, I'm not the first. I didn't invent stuffed baked potatoes, but I like to think that I kind of sort of revolutionized what can be put on a baked potato. I mean, you could probably find, some of the classics like crawfish etouffee, or you can probably find some of my creations like having a pizza on top of a baked potato, or you can have a Frito pie on top of a baked potato, or basically anything that you want, I can probably do. And I suppose that's where my culinary artistry comes into play at. If you can use your words to tell me what you're in the mood to eat, I most likely can create something that's really close or exactly what you're dreaming about.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit more about your books and where people maybe could find them. They sound really, really inspirational.
Yes.
Something that our members would benefit from for, inspiration and just an uplifting story. So let us know where people can find this book or these books.
Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about the books before anything else. It's actually an entire series. I brought a couple of them today, but it's an entire series. It's called Overcoming Adversity, where I take certain aspects of my life and, very transparent, and the objective is to use my story, whether it be my failures, my successes, my downs and my ups, in order to inspire other people. Because I didn't come from a whole lot, a little small town, St. Mary Parish, and I had to figure out ways, like how was I going to make my mark on the world. And the first thing that I found was the belief in myself and the self confidence was going to be essential to me getting from there to here. So my memoir is called Still Cooking. Now, if you know about wordplay, I'm a chef, I'm a culinary artist, and so despite whatever challenges that I face, I'm still cooking. So that basically stands for perseverance. And this is kind of sort of like the something for kids to kind of sort of inspire kids to instill self confidence, and if not instill it, at least try to cultivate it, so that way they can understand that they can do whatever they want to, whatever their mind and their hearts say, as long as they believe in themselves. Oh, and I
Jen,
forgot to tell you, Amazon.com, or you can get my books at Super Taters.
awesome. You mentioned being involved in the community.
Hmm.
Obviously, you do a lot. You wear a lot of hats.
Hmm.
You're very inspirational. What's a message that you can leave with our followers who may have some self doubt? Just something you can instill in them through a message
Hmm.
now that can help them just navigate life a little better.
Well, I'll probably call myself the maybe the poster kid or the poster child for, you know, coming from something and being able to, work your way up to, something awesome. As a matter of fact, like again, I'll repeat that I was from a little tiny town, and I made it all the way to, Forbes magazine. And people say, well, why is that a big deal? I promise, where I come from, it wasn't. People didn't that was a dream, I guess I can say. But I've been able to believe in myself, and that has allowed me to have a platform these days. And so instead of just being a person that talks about it, I actually use my real life story to inspire people and those to believe in themselves, and not only to believe in themselves, but whenever you have challenges, you still cook, you still do it, still show up, still make it happen.
So you've done so much in the community.
Mhm.
You've done so much for Acadiana, and you've been all over the nation.
Mhm.
What put your heart still in Acadiana that you're established here?
That's an interesting question, but I believe in loyalty. I believe that at some point, particularly in Scott, I had some people that believed in me, and I feel like now that I have a platform now. It's like what better way to show people that how important loyalty is than to remain where you are. So at any given time, you could find me in New York, Chicago, but you know at the end of the day, my base is here. And I believe that provides a lot more inspiration than being in a corner office or being in a high-rise building or being on TV. I think that, allowing the people to touch you, to see you, to actually experience some of your highs and your lows with you, I think that's the best form of inspiration.
All right. Let our followers know one more time. Where can we find you? Where can we find you digitally?
Okay.
Where can we find your books? How can we get your food, your books, your content, all of it? How can we access it?
Well, my content, my platform is, I try to make it positivity. Nobody's perfect, but we try our best to do the right thing. And so you can find me at Super Taters on Facebook, or you can find me at super_taters on Instagram, or you can find my books on Amazon. But again, if you can, if you can, it doesn't necessarily have to be through me, but whenever you can, try to inspire positivity, try to inspire people to believe in themselves. Um, as far as my food, oh my God, it's the best ever. I like to think it's handcrafted and it's personal. So instead of being just like a mass-produced something, everything that we make is kind of sort of tailored to the individual, which is a little bit unique for a restaurant. But it's been working for 12 years since 2014, so I keep doing it. So give me a call, 337-889-5993 or 5545 Cameron Street in Scott.
Awesome. Thank you.